What up, y'all?
What is up?
What is up? George, you turn me up just a little bit, please.
Yes, I got you.
Thank you, sir. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. If you couldn't tell from the screen, it's George and I tonight. It's because Miss Noah is feeling a little bit under the weather. All thoughts are with Miss Noah. I know she'll come back ferocious. I sent her a TikTok today, and it was this lady who recently went viral. And one of her TikToks was like somebody asking her, like, it was like a skit, and she was like, okay, so we all want to know, are you a boy or a girl? And she's like, bitch, I'm violent.
God damn.
And I was like, that's Noah.
Facts.
Like, what do you identify as? A fucking problem.
Fucking savage.
A savage. Welcome to Calls From Beyond, everybody. This is your weekly source of all things creepy. If this is your first time watching the show, this is a live call-in show where you get to call in and tell us your scary, creepy, paranormal, alien, reincarnation. You know what? If you want to talk about how sad it was for the Chargers to play over the weekend, we can talk about that too. But this is mostly for the paranormal. And yeah, we would love to have you join us here on our amazing community. I am your host, Austin Alvarez. Unfortunately, our co-host, Miss Black Cauldron, who is the host of the Black Cauldron YouTube channel, which if you aren't following her, you should on all platforms. But I host a show called The Truly Bizarre. I just put out some videos recently about the latest Nosferatu film, and I actually put in a lot of work on the last video, and I think it looks cool. So definitely go check that out. But we are here live every Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and now starting this week, we're going to be doing an extra show every Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. A little bit different, but still the same show you love. We got everybody in the chat tonight. I did start a super chat goal just to see, just curious. We're at five super chats over $5. We will immediately do a giveaway from the merch store.
Love that.
So just keep an eye on that, but do not feel obligated. You may be wondering, awesome, what is this right here? Right here. That is the number to call in live to the show. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find that in the description as well. It is a Zoom number, so there's a little bit of a hurdle you have to jump to call in. Now, it is completely free to call in. Does not cost you anything except for unless you got minutes, which I don't know if people still have minutes.
Yeah, that exists.
Okay, so if you have minutes, it's going to cost you that. We're not responsible for that. But if you do want to skip the line, it is a $10 super chat here on YouTube, or it is a $10 Cash App to Calls From Beyond, $ Calls From Beyond. And and so if you super chat $10, you have to also put the last word of your phone number so we know who to let ahead. And you'll get to skip the line, and it's Gucci. If you are a member, and I can see it because you have the little star next to your name on YouTube on the Calls From Beyond channel. If you are a member, you can skip the line once per month. You just have to let us know you want to use that, and then put the last word of your phone number. We will be keeping track of that, though. But I know you guys aren't bad people.
So we think.
So we think until one of you is going to be like, I went live, and I did 4 this month. They didn't keep track.
That's funny.
So go ahead and start calling in. We're going to let those lines pile up a little bit before we start taking some calls. So TikTok, I don't know what's going on with that. I guess it's looking closer and closer.
It said we didn't even have permission. Like we had to still request for permission.
For your TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I meant like just the platform in general. It's live on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Right, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. No. I was just talking about like the news on TikTok. Yeah, what's going to happen?
I mean, I've been on the camp of nothing. I really want nothing to happen. I'm just starting to do, rather decent on there.
You and I both. But somebody at the Hedge Witch of Riverside just said, what if we were calling from jail? Do we get to skip the line before our time on the books runs out? First of all, how are you watching this?
That's so true.
But I guess, like, honestly, yeah, if you're on borrowed time from the county jail and you're trying to call in and tell us your story, call your lawyer first, please.
Right.
They're going to give you way more help than we will. But if you're just trying to have some entertainment, I guess, yeah, let me know and then I guess we'll have to collect a call from the county sheriff's office.
Jeez.
From the county jail. But Skeleton Crew, I have not seen Skeleton Crew yet. I actually kind of haven't really watched most of the shows. I've seen Mandalorian. I've seen all the movies. Mandalorian was great. I watched a little bit of Kenobi.
Skeleton Crew is a Star Wars? I would have never thought.
Yeah, it's like the newest show. It's almost like a Goonies type show.
Yeah, I'm seeing it here.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet. Honestly, I really don't watch TV as much anymore. I did watch all of the Robert Eggers movies though. because I went and saw Nosferatu in theater. So I watched all of them. They are all great movies. George, I'm going to be so real with you. They are all an 8 out of 10
Wow.
base. Like they all could fluctuate from that. When I had to make a video rating them, I was so heartbroken because I was like, they shouldn't be rated because they're all just good and they're all like different styles. Like one is like gothic horror, one is like folk horror, one is drama, one is action. They're all so good.
Yeah, I mean, you probably were reliving your lukewarm cinema days, brother.
Which you can still go check that out.
Yes, you can.
George and I, our
Timeless.
first podcast together.
Evergreen content.
Lukewarm Cinema Podcast with our late friend Christian, who you may hear a lot of from Bree and I, or Miss Noah and I. And yeah.
How's everybody doing in the new year?
Yeah, how's the new year treating you guys?
We would love to know, get a general consensus in the chat right now as we gather our first caller. Let me make sure that this is on the screen again so that way people can see it. So, number down below, but in the comments right now, tell us, how has your year started? Star Wars shirt,
Yes, Hedgewitch says Skeleton Crew is super good. Kenobi is good. I love more of the Jedi and Sith-driven Star Wars IPs. Yeah, they're usually pretty good. Like Kenobi, I heard was I remember seeing the fight with him and Vader again, and I was like, oh, it's so good. Episode 3, in my opinion, is the best Star Wars movie ever. So good.
Okay, do your quick ranking.
I'm not even going to include the last 3 because they shouldn't have even made them. Honestly, like I would say 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 1.
I'll take your word for it. You, my friend, know that I've only seen.
You didn't
The
start watching Star
Mandalorian.
Wars until I made you watch it for the Lukewarm Cinema Podcast. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I fell asleep during when we were watching Star Wars 3, and I only liked The Mandalorian. So
yeah. So Mari says doesn't feel much different from 2024. I get that. I would actually say for me personally, like I've hit like a new stride in like my productivity, and like my frontal lobe has like fully developed now.
oh,
Like I don't have as many bad habits now. Now I'm like I want to save my money.
Or is your frontal lobe gotten to the point where it's so good to tell you that your frontal lobe has been fully formed?
Like you with the dolphin one.
Yeah, bro. We really do look like porpoises. Like humans evolved from dolphin.
Alexandra though said plus side got $1 raise,
Ayo.
but no hours right now, but a raise. But a raise is a raise.
Listen, you got to hold them to it.
You gotta hold them to it.
Be ready for them hours.
Fucking dollar.
You got to always be ready,
Always be ready.
Alexandria.
Katrina says trying to stay warm, but otherwise it's been great. Royalty says great so far, and I hope it continues.
Do we have any fans in the Los Angeles area?
Oh yeah, I mean we did reach out, or we did express our thoughts for everybody in Los Angeles. I know a couple of like people we know, like Kyla had to evacuate. Like it was across her street.
Damn.
I know a lot of other content creators I'm friends with had to leave as well. Like they had to evacuate. So
Yeah. It's definitely been a spooky,
yeah.
weird beginning for California. Did you see Mars yesterday?
I did not.
Mars was in like damn near right next to the moon.
Oh yeah, because the moon passed in front of it.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember seeing that it was doing that, but no, I was in my grind last night.
Yeah. Well, while you were in your grind, it could have been because Mars was right there, my friend.
Maybe.
You never,
Maybe.
bro. I don't know. Like the more, it's the only thing that I'm like somewhat hopeful for.
What?
It could be the keys to unlocking what this game is. This game of life.
Okay.
Like it's a very tough rule book to understand, and we've been so dismissive of it our entire lives.
We have.
And we haven't given it a fair shake, you know? I don't know.
As George drops his phone.
Fuck. Does it have the answers? Is Mars being there a good thing? Or is it all depend on when you're born? See, that's where I'm confused with this stuff. That's where I'm lost.
I don't know. I just know if I'm always grinding, I'm always striving. I don't know. I tried to rhyme that. So
ABG, always be grinding, brother.
ABC, always be closing. Always be closing. That's what I'm on right now. ABC. Do we have anybody in the line yet?
Nobody has entered the call lines yet, so.
All right. Well, I mean, to be completely fair, if we're really not getting any callers by 30, 45 minutes in, we're going to wrap the stream up because I'm going to go record other content for you guys to watch.
Yep.
I mean, I love being here with you guys live. But also I know that we kind of lose viewership when we don't really have any calls or anything. And also that'll kind of be what the Thursday show is. Thursday show is going to be more talking, more watching content, that kind of thing. So if there's something you want us to watch on our Thursday night streams, join the Discord. It's in the description. Mari's also been posting it. Join the Discord. There's a video submission channel in there. You can submit your videos. Yeah. Mari says she likes George Tiny in the corner.
Yeah, I do. I like me Tiny in the corner too. Like it's Tiny George, tiny desk, tiny computer, tiny setup. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm trying to think if I've had anything spooky happen to me recently.
well, while you're thinking of that, if you want something spooky to happen to you, you have your opportunities next month and March. We're bringing back Spirits with Spirits at the Pioneer Saloon. If you're unfamiliar with that, go to the Truly Bizarre channel right now. I have a whole playlist called Tales from the Pioneer. It's about 5-6 episodes of our paranormal investigations we did there because we do ghost tours now. So if that's something that interests you, go to pioneersaloon.com or just look up the Pioneer Saloon Nevada. And you'll be able to book. We have a couple of dates available. We have 2 dates in March and 2 dates in February. You'll be joined by myself and Brian Hopkins, who joined me on all of our paranormal investigations. And then we're working on, if we get enough of you guys out there, we might bring Noah back out. Have her join you guys.
I'm definitely going.
Yeah, George and I were just talking about it. We need to get him out there.
Happening.
I need something to touch George.
To yeah,
I need him to believe fully. Like George has been, besides Brian, has been on every single paranormal investigation.
Yep. I have gotten to see.
Actually, no, Brian has been on every single, but you're the next one.
Correct. I wear the badge of honor, bro. I every time that we go out on a hunt, I have a little ghost pin that I put on my shirt. So I'm at 6 pins right now. I've done some of my own.
It's like your like military ribbons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this one I served at Pioneer.
Ghost hunting coins.
This one I served at Studio. This one I served at Creepy House.
Nothing scares me anymore, boy. Look at all these ghosts.
What about that?
Wait a second. What? Dad? Yeah, no, nothing has spooked me as of recently. Oh, a dream. I had a super vivid dream.
All right, here we go.
Okay. It was before I left on my trip
To Florida?
And so I have to explain this to the people because nobody would understand. I never dream. I am a cannabis user before I go to sleep, and I understand what that does and being able to get to like deep REM states in order to like get good dreams. So whenever I dream, it's usually because of like a nervousness. And I think I was able to, and I never have been to Rachel's house in Florida before, but I was able to visualize it. Correct. Yes. Thank you for filling the blanks. I was able to visualize it in the dream, and the house that I saw, and I'd never been to this house before.
And you've maybe seen like backgrounds from like Zoom,
Correct.
But like that's it.
I mean, bro, it was
spinning image. You get there and you're like, what the
I'm pulling up through like in the Uber, and I'm like, this is nuts. Another one. Okay. Austin.
Yeah.
And I know we mentioned Christian earlier. Fuck, I'm so glad I've mentally got to this because while I'm in Florida, okay, nostalgia trip. Like all the music that's playing in the hotel are my favorite songs from when I was younger. The shows that were on TV all were like, it was just nostalgia. I get into the Uber on the very last day that I'm there, and I'm in a group with like 5 other people. The driver, like 450 pounds. When I tell you, bro, he sounded just like Christian.
Oh, man.
No. Austin, like, I'm not even doing it justice, bro. Like, he's literally big as fuck. He was a YouTube content creator. Knew a whole bunch of stuff about like content creation.
Right.
had like the funny undertones. And this is how I knew it was fate, right? Because I had to get out of the Uber. And this is why I really do think it could have been him. I had to get out, and before I could even get around, because I'm not going to walk. I wasn't going to walk in the very front of the car.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But I was like, if this car leaves by the time that I walk around to go see his face in the passenger seat, that's Christian, and I'm going to live with that till the rest, like till I go to rest, bro. I get out and I start walking, peels off. Never saw him again.
Oh, man.
Because I was like, no, dude, this is him.
Yeah.
This is him.
He went into hiding and just...
And it was just everything. It was like a couple days before the dream. The dream lines up. Nostalgia. Music with me is like big time, can get me in a mind state of like, something's about to happen. I got to be a little more vigilant. And then Christian is our Uber driver the final day. And I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, it was a wacky week last week for me.
Damn.
Yeah. Dude, it was him.
Yeah. Sounds like it, dude.
450 pounds and funny.
Not a lot of those. Ralphie May?
And he had longer hair. As you like almost like a Chris Farley.
Was it Chris Farley?
Fuck, dude. I don't know. I got to see what these comments are saying here. Did people figure out what's going on with Mars?
No, it doesn't.
Smoke all the time. I dream all the time too. Oh, wow. I'm so jealous. If you smoke all the time and you dream, fuck. That'd be awesome. I love dreaming. I feel like it never happens.
Yeah. I don't like dreaming.
Is dreaming something you could do nightly if you allowed yourself?
I feel like I don't have any control. It just happens when it wants to.
Okay.
When it happened the most is when I was on antidepressants, which I've heard is like an actual, like a common thing that happens. And I hated it.
Go into it, because like
I just don't like dreams because I don't know what's gonna happen. And I don't like that. I'm a control freak. I don't like not being able to know what's gonna happen.
So I'm assuming this came from a nightmare at some point in time in your life. And like
maybe. I mean, I can't pinpoint it, but I mean, I've had nightmares for sure, but I just don't like not knowing where it's gonna go. And that was one of several reasons why I got off of them. But yeah, I mean, for me, like, dreams for me are, I don't remember them very long. I remember like bits and pieces of dreams forever, but I can't remember full dreams. And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I had this vivid dream and I remembered this and this and this. And yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. So maybe it's like my brain is just like, well, we don't want to know about that anyways.
That's why I asked if you can like control it in your head. You know what I mean? Like, so like you mentally put up a blocker that prevents you from like, or like when that does start to happen, you just, I don't know, you freak yourself out and you just jolt up.
Nope.
Okay. I've been also having that on airplanes.
Oh.
I wake up in a panic. I'm literally in the airplane like this.
Could you imagine sitting next to George and George is on your airplane? He's like, "We're all gonna fucking die."
No, I don't scream.
Up.
I don't scream, but I don't know what's worse than me going from.
Yeah,
like that's fucking. If I was next to me, I'd be like, "Hey, yo, motherfucker, watch it!" Boom! I might hit him with the right hook real quick. Yeah,
they'll kick you off like they did Khabib.
Oh my god, what happened with that?
So they kicked him off because he was in the exit lane, and his English isn't perfect. And they were like, well, we kind of need you to have really good English so you can communicate with the people. Brother, who cares? Who cares? That's what he probably said. Then they kicked him off.
Who cares? Who cares?
And then somebody's like, why is he flying Frontier? And I'm like, because he saves money.
Yeah.
Dog, what do you mean? You think he's going to fly PJ the whole way from Dagestan to Vegas or LA?
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Andre wants to know how do y'all not dream sometimes? I dream every night. It's called being exhausted and probably having sleep apnea.
Ooh, yeah. You might need a little CPAP machine, my friend.
Maybe. Well, I'm trying the weight loss route instead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the more practical approach.
Yeah.
But yeah. if you don't get proper oxygen while you're sleeping, like there's no way you can get to a dream. Or maybe you are so oxygen deprived that
focusing on breathing than dreams.
True.
Yeah, I've been told like when I sleep, sometimes it's like I stop breathing. It's like I'm like gasping.
Yeah, we gotta get this corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katrina, no, you should not have told me that. Katrina said airplanes are ridiculous. My second plane ride we dropped about 10,000 feet.
Katrina, I would shit my pants.
I would too.
How many people shit their pants, Katrina? Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. 10,000 feet? That's the best roller coaster ride you've ever had and will ever have in your life.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, what does the pilot say after that?
Oh, shit, my bad.
We made it. God damn it, we made it.
Treat us and I about did.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
People don't know this, who I'm going to talk about, but Kian, who was a producer at our old studio for a show that I worked on with him. We had to go to San Diego we were doing a series of shows around the Canelo fight at a mansion in San Diego. So we're driving down there. We take a minivan because we literally pack up an entire studio and drive it to this mansion. Kian, for some reason, we rented a minivan. This dude was so set on trying to drift the minivan. And we were in Rancho Santa Fe. So it's like hills, it's mansions, it's $1 million houses, or multi-million California. But there was one time where and this is a front-wheel drive car, mind you. You're not drifting in a front-wheel drive car. There was one time, though, he got it. We're coming around a turn, and he did this, and then he pulls one of these, he just goes. And I'm like, bro, what?
That's fucking
But
sick.
that's what I think, like, that's imagine with those planes, where they like, they crash, or not crash, thank God, but like they drop 10,000 feet, and he's like, hey, oh, my bad. And it just gets back off, and then they keep climbing. What? Yeah, I would have requested a refund.
Oh yeah,
and cited my heart palpitations.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. He said the pilot said, "Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we went through a storm cloud. How about let's be a little more on the ball with predicting."
Bro, you can don't listen. They literally on TikTok. I see videos of pilots all the time being like, "Yeah, I'm checking out the entire weather patterns for like the next 60 years."
Yeah,
on their little iPad.
They know exactly where the wind's
You know what they
blowing.
probably did? That pilot was like, "Yo, check this. I'm about to scare the fuck out of everybody."
Yeah, I mean, bro, think about that though. Think about a pilot and. There has to be a test somewhere that you don't want your pilot to be like into that type of adrenaline. Like I want my pilot to be just
I don't want anything bad to happen.
I want him to be the most boring human being you have ever met in your entire life. I don't want him to have highs. I don't want him to have lows because the crazy adrenaline rush pilot, put them in the Air Force. But for Southwest, bro, yeah. Don't give me some dude that wants to go like, hey, Tom, you ever done a barrel roll?
Foom. Foom. You can do one. There was that guy who hijacked a plane in Washington.
Yeah.
And was like, I just wanted to try it. Didn't hurt anybody except himself.
Right.
But that was, and pilots were like, I don't know how the fuck he did that because I can't even do that. It's like, can you?
No,
or like,
bro.
are you just too scared?
Yeah, those pilots are terrified, bro. And by the way,
Katrina, no. I lifted out of my seat 3 inches.
God damn.
He was like, huh?
Katrina, and I already know there was about 2 people on board right now that were ignoring the fasten seatbelt signs.
And they just,
because they had diabetes and they probably had to take a pee. And they just, boom, hit the top of that fucking airplane so fucking hard. Oh, that's terrible to laugh
You know what that
at.
reminds me of is the South Park episode where Cartman gives Mr. Mackey the like laxative cupcakes. And he shits so hard that it like treats it like a rocket and it projects him into the roof.
Oh my god.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my!
That's what makes me think of.
Yeah. Oh wow.
We got any callers yet, Mr. George?
No, man. As soon as the first caller comes in, you know I'm gonna be letting them in.
All right. Well,
tell
I'm gonna give them another 10, 15 minutes. We don't get another call. We are gonna go ahead and end the live. I mean, you guys, not you guys, but a lot of people yell at us. They're like, when are you gonna start the calls? It's like, oh. But I mean, that doesn't mean we're gonna be done here. That means I'm gonna just record more content for you guys to watch. You do realize that former Air Force pilots are pilots for these airlines? I mean, not all of them. I have a friend whose dad is a pilot for Southwest, and he never was in the military.
No, I know.
I know a lot of pilots, eventually go and work there because they can just make stupid money.
Very true. I appreciate that comment.
Or it's like a hazing ritual. Like you have a new co-pilot and you just floor it down real quick just to see what he does.
Yeah, by the way, did they run you through this test?
Actually, they do.
Yeah.
When you get your pilot's license, you actually, they take you up into the air and then they stall.
Yeah.
And you have to, I want to know how many people have died doing that. From that test, you're like, yeah, no, I just got to go train this guy today, honey. I'll be home. Never came home because the dude was just too incompetent.
Yeah. It's something that as I've gotten older and as I've developed a fear of planes.
Oh, I have a horrible fear of planes, and I used to not.
And so Austin, for me, I better understand the physics of how it all works now.
I know for sure that you are most likely to crash with him takeoff and landing. When you're in the air, it's actually the least likely time you're going to crash.
Correct. Which is
not my noggin though doesn't.
No, dude.
When doesn't think that.
Yeah, because I mean, as I'm sitting there in the airplane about to have my next wake up panic attack, I'm like, oh my God, we are in a cylinder 35,000 feet above ground. And I'm just for real, just
and
so weird.
The pilot last night.
So weird to me. I can't comprehend.
You know what I'm thinking too is oh, dude, the pilot's parlay probably didn't hit last night. He's probably considering ending it all.
Oh my God.
He listened to Veterans Minimum and they were wrong.
By the way, I would tip if the pilots left a gratuity at the end of the flight. Psh, bro, I'll tip. I don't give a fuck how much they make. Them, doctors, who else? I'm willing to throw tips around.
Throw tips around
for those professions. Doesn't have to be direct. It could be anonymous, just
nurses.
Yep. Flight attendants, I'll definitely,
I think you can. I think you can.
For sure. Flight attendants for sure.
Yeah. Pilot, but just just go up to the sealed door of the vacuum and try to slide a dollar bill in it.
It's a bomb.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, what else would somebody be trying to slide?
Yeah, they're not going to open the door then for sure.
Yeah. Imagine the main pilot waited
until assisting pilot was in a deep sleep to pull something like that.
Hey,
it's like when you're driving with your friend and they fall asleep, and then you get behind the car that's towing the semi, but it's facing you, and you go, "Oh my God!" And you wake them up, and they just see a semi coming at them.
Yes. Oh, it's the greatest. It's the greatest prank. Slamming on the brakes and just honking the horn. It's There's nobody on the street in front of you. I did that with my brother once. It's like a
rite of passage.
Yeah, well, it's a once in a while. You have to be very careful,
you gotta
when
keep
you
them on
do
their
it,
toes,
because you do have to slam on those brakes pretty fucking hard. And when you're young, I would never do that these days. I understand.
Oh, was it you first got your license?
Yeah. It was just all right, let me go 20 miles an hour and then hit the horn as hard as possible. I mean, thank God I had a good car, but I feel like I should have went, yeah.
Oh, you had the Beamer?
Yeah.
I'm surprised the engine didn't fly out 300 miles an hour.
Yeah. 20 isn't that bad. I should be able to stop on a fucking dime at 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It'll hurt. I mean, not hurt, but lock up your seatbelt. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Why don't seatbelts lock on airlines?
I don't know. Also, the bracing thing that they teach you to do?
Yeah.
That's just so you die quicker when you crash.
I know. If you want to live, you got to go pencil.
No, not me. I'm going to jump right before impact.
Bro,
It's like the elevator.
You just land safe. That would be nuts.
It's like people do that in Minecraft. Like when you're about to go into the water. Or when you're falling, and then in Minecraft, what you can do is if you're falling like a super high height, you carry a bucket of water, and then right as you're about to land, you place the bucket of water, and then you land in water. Completely negates out. There was somebody on TikTok who did the math of like how hard would you have to jump if you were falling to like negate. You have to jump like so hard that your skeleton would come out of your body immediately.
Yeah,
but that's the tactic though, right? Your plane's about to crash, just jump right before it lands.
Yeah, I mean, there's really what else can you do other than give it a go, you know?
Yeah.
Especially after knowing what we know. But yes, people, call in. Trust me, you think we want to be talking about fucking planes this long?
You want to be talking about planes this long? Let me start a poll.
While Austin starts this poll, I really do hope that we
Right,
get
polls up.
people to answer this poll. Did you watch the new Nosferatu?
No, 100% no, right off the rip. 4 votes. Dang, I went and saw it Christmas night, opening day.
And it was good.
Oh, dude, I loved it. It scared the fuck out of me, but yeah, I was getting made fun of because I was sitting there like this. Like, I could tell when the scares were going, and I was like, oh, Jesus, oh, God. Like this. Hood up, just, oh, here. And I would still jump. It'd still get me.
That's terrifying. That's not the type of movie I'm a fan of. Like,
I'm not either, but it was still so good. It was still so good. And they were like, there's not a lot of jump scares. Bro, there was hella jump scares. What are you talking about? People were like, it's not a jump scare movie. Jump scare movie means there has to be no jump scares. Okay? Let's get that out of the way.
Very true. There's jump scares in comedy movies. Not even a fan of those.
What's the movie about? Have you seen Dracula? Because if you've seen Dracula, that's pretty much Nosferatu. It's just an unauthorized retelling of Dracula. Vampires. The last Trolls movie. All right. I don't know when the last one came out.
Last Trolls movie? Mm-hmm. No clue.
All I can think of is Justin Timberlake and then him getting arrested last year and saying, this is going to ruin the tour. And the officer is like, what tour? Like, I don't know who you are. And he's like, what do you mean, what tour?
Poor guy. He's great. He's royalty, bro. But Nosferatu, you made a video earlier today, too. When did you film that?
Oh, you saw the clip.
Yeah.
You saw the clip. That's from the main video. That came out Friday.
It looks great. I love the angle.
Is that the movie that's from a ghost perspective? No. It follows, I don't want to give any spoilers, but it follows this woman. Actually, let me just read you the log line because then that's what they put out to get you to go watch it. In the 1830s, estate agent Thomas Hutter travels to Transylvania for a fateful meeting with Count Orlok, a prospective client. In his absence, Hutter's new bride Ellen is left under the care of their friends Friedrich and Anna Harding, plagued by horrific visions and increasing sense of dread. There you go.
Awesome. We got a caller.
We have a caller. All right, well, let's go ahead and get to this. Actually, Lily Rose Depp was really good in this movie. Really good. So I would say don't let that deter you.
Caller, you are in the room.
My bad. My phone's messed up. So if I push buttons on you, I'm sorry.
No worries. But hello, good to hear from you.
Thank you. Well, you guys needed some callers, and I got stories, so I guess I'll call.
I appreciate that.
This is what we're here for.
Okay, so I guess let's see. Let's talk about Alcatraz.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so I went on a mini trip to Alcatraz with one of my friends, and as we were getting off the boat, I had what's it called, the one of those ghost reader things on my phone.
Okay.
And
Like
it
the
said,
spirit box?
Bailey. Yeah, and it said, Bailey, shoot. And I was like, hey, like, what gun is pointed at us? Right? And
That's
so she's like, I don't know. And when we're getting off the boat, then she takes a picture of the island, right? So then when we get off, and it's closed because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So we get off, and it's like people are standing outside, you know?
Yep.
And so, like, they're, like, talking about, like, the people, like, the inmates and stuff like that. And I started to walk past it, and my phone says, stop, go back. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. So then I go back, and it's talking about, like, this guy, and it says Birdman. And so I read to see what the guy's name was, you know, and I'm like, okay, noted. And then I just continue up, you know, just a little bit further up the mountain, and there's a cannon faced towards the ship.
Okay.
So he was
And
explaining.
I said, well, this must be where Bailey is.
So I just looked up the name you're talking about, Birdman. So it's a guy named Robert Stroud, and he was known as the Birdman of
Yeah, that's
Alcatraz. Yeah, he's a convicted murderer, American federal prisoner, and author who's been cited as one of the most notorious criminals in the United States.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He sold
That's,
birds.
that's no, he used to go outside all the time and like congregate with the birds, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Yes, council meeting.
So we continue up the island, and like the activity changed from inmates more to like kids,
Okay.
you know, and
Yeah.
it was we used to play here. And I was like, what do you mean we used to play here? And so then we start reading the sign, and it said it was the military base portion of Alcatraz where the kids used to play.
Yeah, the officers
And I
used
was
to live
like-
on the island, so they would have their kids there. I think the warden lived there too.
Right. So then I was like, oh, well, that's cool. You know, so then like we continue on, and then like you said, they had like the warden and stuff, and he kind of came through too. I don't remember. I have the transcripts of what it was, but I don't remember off the top of my head exactly what he said. But it was kind of like giving a tour of the island through this app, and I was like, that's so crazy. And then the closer we got to the prison, then it was going crazy, like a whole bunch of like spirits wanted to come through, I guess you could say.
Right.
And it was like, follow me. Right. And so I look at it, and I'm like, follow me. And then I see two people walk up, and they start walking towards the prison. And I was like, that's random. That's weird, you know? And then I look at my friend, and she starts walking towards the people. And I go, hey, where are you going? And she goes, I'm following them. And I look up, and I don't see them anymore. And I said, who are you following? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait. It gets better because we're only halfway up the island.
Oh, no.
So then we walk around, and there's like this building on the other side of the island. And it's where like they used to have like the shooting areas going towards like the sea or whatever, you know, like lookout for the military. And we walk past it, and I notice everything's all closed up, you know, like whatever. And then we go and we sit like where the inmates used to go out and play basketball. And, you know, I'm like, all right, let's go back. So we start walking back, and as we walk by, I was like, hey, that window's open now. And so they have a car, like a golf cart that drives from one side of the island. So if you like are handicapped or whatever, are you unable to get back and forth, you know, you can go. So that guy, he drives the island back and forth all the time, right? So I'm like, oh, he would know because, you know, be observant of your surroundings, I'm sure. So I go up to him and I said, excuse me, was that window open before? And he looked at me so spooked, said, I don't know, jumped in the car and drove off. So
I don't know.
And he works there.
Right. And we looked at each other and said, it was closed. It was definitely closed.
Oh my God. Yeah, Alcatraz.
Yeah. So
Did you go investigate? No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Nah, it was getting dark at that point. I was done.
Have you done the nighttime tour?
I've done the daytime tour. I want to do the nighttime tour. That would be so much fun. And now they opened it back up, and I live close enough to go.
Yeah, I've only been there once, and I wasn't. It was freshman year of high school, so like I wasn't really into this stuff as much as I am now.
Right.
But it was definitely creepy. Like I remember walking into the cell block and you're like, God, man, this is hella huge.
Yeah. They call it the Rock for a reason. It's a must go. And you said you had a spirit box with you, which is like the ultimate. So is it you said you were also following a tour along?
No.
Or it's just kind of free walk and you were.
No. Yes.
Oh my God.
It was free walking, and I was getting the tour from the spirit box, and it was so accurate because they have plaques. They have plaques to what the buildings are, and it was so accurate to what the plaque said. And then when, like Austin said, when I went back and researched the guy of who Birdman was, and everything added up.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, that's the only way that people should ever go to Alcatraz now.
I'm going to do that.
Listen,
I'm out of a job. I'm out of a job at Pioneer. Don't even come to me for the tour anymore. Just go to the spirit box, go to Pioneer. They'll lead you around.
Wow.
Man. But I've been to other places. The spirit box doesn't always pick up all the activity. Alcatraz was the most activity I've gotten from the spirit box. That was like we're having a conversation.
Yeah, well, I would have just assumed because it's such a lot of dark energy as opposed to like anywhere else. I mean, sure, there's dark energy, but like it was a literal prison. People died there. You know, probably just 10 times more dark energy than most places.
But they said, come here. Like, what do you mean, come here? Follow me.
Follow me. No. Stranger danger. No, thank you.
I'm like, but it's like I looked at it and we looked at her following them like that. Like the whole situation was crazy. Oh, rewind. So that, remember when I said she took a picture as we were walking off?
Yes.
So we went back and looked at that picture, and that picture had, now the building's closed and nobody's allowed in there. Okay. And it had a shadow in the window, like it was peeking out towards the ship.
Come on now. I had to play the sound effect for that one. That is terrifying. Do you still have the photo? Or were you able to?
Yeah. I believe my friend still has the photo. Let me get a hold of her and see if I could find that, and then I'll send it to you guys. You guys can get it.
Oh yeah,
but that was crazy. I don't have it in this phone because that was a few phones ago. I break my phone often.
I like how that's how we determine where photos are. That was like 4 phones ago. I don't know where that is anymore.
Like I said, my phone's broken right now, so if it randomly pushes buttons or mutes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did start the conversation off with that. Now this makes sense.
What phone are we on now? Like 7?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's fair. Well, I appreciate you.
I don't know how many it is.
I appreciate you being brave enough to be the first call tonight, and it's a hell of a story. Like I
love Alcatraz.
That's crazy.
I can relate so heavy.
That's crazy that
yeah.
The spirit box took me on a tour. Like I guarantee you, the spirits were like, man, these bum ass tour guys don't know where all the cool spots are. Yo, I shanked 7 dudes here. that would go crazy.
For real. Well, I'll go back another day and tell you guys my Queen Mary story because that one's interesting too.
Please do.
Yes.
All right, you guys have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you so much for calling in. That was that's great. Like imagine like I'm trying to make a living doing tours at Pioneer, and then Ruby's like, I got this shit. You don't need to do it. And I'm like, damn, bro.
I forgot to get the last 4 of her number.
I think I have it. I think I know who that was.
We're trying to get better people at marking down.
We're trying to keep track of you guys, so we know, because we know who a lot of you are, but we don't want to be rude and be like, who is this? When we definitely know who it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to go back to Alcatraz now.
Oh, I swear, bro.
I'm going to look it up. I guarantee they have to have ghost tour.
But I like the way that she did it. I mean, like you don't get any better than just listening to the spirits and just being able to go wherever. Now, I do remember when I went, like there's certain areas that are blocked off. She said it was closed because of COVID, which makes the photo even scarier.
Yeah. And you asked the guy who works there, what, is that open? I don't know. Get in the car. Like, what? I'm sorry. Is something chasing us?
Yeah. I was like, are you upset or are we in legitimate danger?
Yeah. Yeah. Alcatraz only has a night tour. They don't offer a ghost tour. I'm trying to do like an actual, like hunt at, what's it called? What's it called? I know you don't know, but Whaley House, where I was just at. Because that was just like, I just filmed like guerrilla warfare style, just like. Even though they totally said like you can take photos and videos. But they have like, they do the same thing there that I do at Pioneer. And so, but I'm trying to see like, I don't know if I got the clout yet to get into these places.
I think you do.
San Diego ghost hunting. 30 to 40. Hey, y'all, everybody go ahead and send an email and say, let Truly Bizarre go ghost hunt this place.
We've been wanting this. Yeah, actually, the people would listen to the people.
Paranormal investigation after hours. But I think it says
Mari, I'm sorry. Did you see the comment she made? They should have a Scared Straight episode there on Alcatraz. That was a hilarious comment, Mari. With the spirits.
I'm going to send it. You guys are going to join me as I send this email. To
say everything you're typing.
Please. That's it.
All right. Oh, just please.
Yep.
Please let us go do this. Nosferatu, yes. Oh, wait. I can't vote. Shoot.
Why am I going to do this? Hold on. You know what I have at my disposal? A certain chat that can write this for me.
Oh, of the GPT.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. If you're trying to get into these places, just chat GPT it. The Hearst Castle, that's got to be terrifying. That's cool. Mummy said my father-in-law did tours with his students. He was able to take his students to the area where the escapees squeeze through. My fat ass would not be able to.
Yeah.
Should we try? Like, just, could we escape? Like, it's a Mr. Beast video.
Could we escape from Alcatraz?
Mari said, tell him you offer a loaf of bread in return. Let's see what ChatGPT says, okay?
Okay. I would love just a trip to San Francisco right now.
I've only ever been once, and I was there for 2 days. It was on a cruise. And yeah, I was freshman year of high school.
Because Alcatraz does also have the best, like, location. Aside from how fucking cold it gets, but, like, you're in the heart of a great spot.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see if we can get in.
All right, what's the email say so far?
It's typing up. Dear recipient's name or sir/madam. I'm going to leave that. I hope this message finds you well. My name is your name, and I'm the creator of the Truly Bizarre YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the paranormal through investigations, live streams, and documentaries. Our mission is to delve into the mysteries of the unknown while sharing captivating and respectful stories with our audience. I'm reaching out to seek permission to conduct and record a paranormal investigation at specific location or your property in San Diego. I told it what it is. This location's rich history and reputation for unexplained phenomena make it an ideal site for our channel's content. Our team is highly professional, ensures that all investigations are conducted with the utmost respect for the property and any rules or guidelines you may have. We will also take care to leave the space as we found it, ensuring minimal disruption, which we do pretty fucking well at not leaving a mess.
Right. No, it's No trail.
Additionally, we're happy to provide credit or recognition for your property in the final production. Should you wish, bro, they're going to be like, we're losing money if you come in here and do this. That's the thing is like they offer tours and they offer what we do.
Yeah.
So it might be a thing where we just have to pay for the tour, which I think is like $200.
Yeah, I guess.
George, you down for a San Diego trip?
Of course. Come on now.
We wouldn't have to pay for lodging. I mean, my family would be like, you're going to pay for a hotel? No, you're staying with us. And we're going to go eat.
It's San Diego, bro. I'll sleep on the street. Are you kidding me?
You can sleep there in Old Town. There's hella homeless people.
Yeah. There's not a nicer place to just be free spirited.
Okay, so it finishes off with, please let me know if you would be open to this collaboration. I would be happy to provide additional details, including our filming schedule, safety protocols, or examples of our previous work if you're available. I'd also love to discuss any terms or conditions required for moving forward. Thank you very much for considering this request. I look forward to the opportunity to work together and showcase the unique story of blank to our audience. What do you guys think?
Too long.
I'm thinking that too. I'm thinking I'm going to condense it.
Too long. That's just word salad, bro. That's what ChatGPT is good at, is just giving you word salad.
Yeah. So should I tell it?
It's good word salad, but
Make it more condensed and to the point. Any more callers, George?
no, I told you, as soon as I get one that rolls in, bro,
All right. Well,
I'm going to pump it in. But I know we are, if callers, listen, while Austin's finishing typing this up, we're going to be open for about another 5 to 10 minutes.
10, 15 minutes. We'll give them a little more.
15 minutes.
People are saying they do like the conversation we're having.
We could keep the conversation flowing with a caller in the room. So the one thing that I need everyone to do right now is make sure you click the like button.
Not the thumbs up.
Not the thumbs up.
The like button.
Do that. Okay. Back out of the full screen.
Go to your
Boom.
kid's iPad, pull it up, like it, subscribe.
Boom on everything. Do that.
If you have family members at home, just take their phones just take it.
Yes.
Just go and like it. All right, so this is like 2 paragraphs now.
And call it. Okay. All right.
Dear recipient name or sir/madam. Still keeping that.
Yes.
My name is blank. I run the Truly Bizarre YouTube channel focused on paranormal investigations and storytelling. I'm reaching out to request permission to film an investigation at your location. The location's history and reputation for paranormal activity make it an ideal feature for our audience. Our team is professional, respectful, and committed to following any guidelines you provide. We will ensure minimal disruption and are happy to credit your property in the production. Please let me know if this is something you'd consider. I'd be happy to provide additional details or discuss terms at your convenience. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Yes.
That's way better, right?
Yep.
Right?
That's 100% what it should say.
I feel like I'm not even going to let them ask for like previous work. I'm just going to include previous work.
Yeah. Do that. I was skeeved.
Christy says the conversation is good. We're bonding now. Are we friends now? I mean, we've always been friends, but are we like good friends?
Who?
I'm asking. Christy says we're bonding
Wow.
through this conversation, I guess.
It's getting deep. It's getting deep. I mean, we talked about planes. We haven't talked about
I
trains.
still think that's so funny when you're talking about like they just.
There was somebody who was standing. You know there was. It's impossible. There's 160 people on a flight.
I would be pissed because imagine you're just like shitting and you're just like, ah!
Oh my God, dude.
It goes back in.
Oh, Austin. Ew.
Just because we're besties. Okay, I guess we're besties.
Okay, it's getting deep. It's getting deep now. The friendship. This is getting deep.
Ooh, we have to be besties now. Like, I'm taking y'all with me to the grave now. You know too much.
That's so funny.
Let me go to this Pioneer. George, maybe we can pull up while we're here. PioneerSaloon.com. No, that is not it. Pioneer Saloon, Nevada. PioneerSaloonNV.com. And then we can go to the menu. We can go to Spirits with Spirits.
Got it.
All right, so here are the dates. If you scroll down just a little bit, George.
Not menu. Spirits of Spirits.
There we go. Here are the nights that we have available. We have Friday night, February 7th, and then Sunday night, February 16th, then Friday night, March 7th, and then Friday night, March 28th. Those are the only dates available right now. The price did go up a little bit just because it is smaller groups. So, yeah. But if you're considering coming out to Vegas and doing that, definitely, or if you're coming to Vegas at all, definitely consider doing that. If these do well, then we're going to do more of them and keep it year round. So, and it's a ton of fun. I mean, if you haven't seen the videos yet, definitely go to my YouTube, which is Truly Bizarre, and watch the playlist called Tales from the Pioneer. I have 5 videos in there that are just from those nights. They're long content. If you need something to fall asleep to, those are for you as well. Yeah.
It's so worth it, people. It's so worth it. And you want to go to Vegas. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas, bro?
Even though it's like an hour outside of Vegas, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you double it up. You double it up and you make a twofer out of it.
Yeah, and you get to hang out with me. It's not like I get to stand back and watch you. No, it's like I am legitimately on the investigation with you. And I leave it up to you guys. Like I try to help guide because I want you guys to experience something for sure. I want you guys to be entertained. But like it's totally up to you guys. If you're like, I really want to be in the bar instead of the other room, I feel like there's energy here, all right, we'll go to there. Or if you want to go into the dining room, okay, we'll go to there.
We definitely are at the point now where we understand. That's how ghost hunts work. I think that's the one thing about paranormal investigation that people may like psych themselves out over is there's really no wrong answers.
No?
You're doing exactly what you're being told.
Yeah.
By the spirits.
I mean, that last caller, that's still crazy.
That's the definition of it was the last caller.
Crazy. I would love that. All right.
Yeah.
Take me on an investigation.
Take me on a trip I'd like to go sometime.
That was 5th grade when that came out. Not to date
Such
anybody.
a good song.
Such a good song. I remember in 4th and 5th grade, I used to watch VH1 every morning before school. They'd have the countdown.
That's a pretty cool thing to wake up to.
They'd have the countdown and it'd be like the top songs in pop.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went full heel and went the darkest depths of metal music and just nothing's on TV anymore. Now I have to know where to find my music.
Yeah, there's no way you could find that on TV.
Well, on MTV2 you could. They had Headbangers Ball.
Ooh.
And then they got rid of it, and then they made it. Christy, what? Jeez, what did I say? I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said. Make me feel old. I mean, I wasn't trying to do that. I'm 27. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, we're at the in-between spot.
Bro, 3 from 30. That's scary.
Nah, bro. It's not that scary.
3 from 30.
Hey, Austin. It's not that scary, bro.
No, because people are living to be. I was just with Tony Orlando earlier today. The dude's 80. Still spitting game to my grandma's.
You know what? You lovely ladies. You're a fine piece of work. And he has ear hair that touches his...
Oh, dude, it connects to
his
the beard.
mustache hair. And his beard. Yeah.
Christy, you were a married lady. What happened? No, you don't have to tell me. I'm not a married lady.
Yeah, I was about to say. I've got to get rid of this so I can see like the updated chat.
The poll? All right, well, it's clear that
close it.
97% of you have not watched it. So go watch it, then watch my video. Or if you're not going to go see it, then go watch my video. Crystal says it's really not that scary. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. But, you know, it's still like it's a major milestone. 30 years on this planet.
Yeah. I ain't tripping out.
Yeah, Mummy, yeah. If you, the episode's gone now, but I've had him on the show. So Tony Orlando, his son is who George and I used to work for.
Oh, bro, we got to pull it up.
I don't know why I deleted it. It's removed.
The...
Yeah.
Do you have it anywhere?
No. Hold up. George, swap with me.
Okay.
Swap with me.
It's one of the best clips ever. What? Please tell me you have it on the Dropbox.
Yeah, I'm going to look right now.
I'll fucking pay. Ladies, I've engineered a lot of clips, put a lot of clips out onto this planet, and this was one of the funniest moments on a podcast that I've ever heard. Ever. I swear, Austin, you better be able to find this. But another caller would be extremely nice. We are just 2 guys looking for conversation tonight, and that conversation is starting to run a little dry. I think we've touched a lot of points tonight. No homo, but yeah. What else do you guys want to hear about? I gave you guys my little dream story. Any crazy dreams from last night? Any astrologers that can tell us why Austin may be feeling a little bit more focused? You found it?
I still have access. So yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll pull it up.
Amazing. That's good. That's good. Danette's next to me.
They didn't even know that. They didn't even know that.
She didn't want to be on the couch because she knew that the camera was flipped the other way today. But she's a spiritualist in the making.
She just doesn't know it.
Yeah. It's definitely in your blood. And I think the thing about anything in this world, and I'm the prime example of it, Danette, is that I was never somebody that was super heavily into ghosts and spiritualism. And ever since Austin started Bizarre Junkies and I helped him out with it, I really just started understanding all the lingo, getting my mentals aligned to certain ideals and perspectives that spiritualists feel. And I am honestly a huge fan of it. And it took me some time though to like feel confident in what I'm doing here. But whenever you guys are telling your stories, it helps everybody in the world. It helps people like me that want to learn. So make sure you go out and tell your story. We found it. All right. I don't have to kill Austin now. Cool.
I'm back, even though I never technically left because I was in the tiny corner.
That's fine.
That's it, George. You could just start play on it, or I guess go find it. Yeah, so I helped Tony Orlando with his radio show that he does every Saturday night. So he was with me today, going through that and fixing it. I've been helping Tony for about a year and some change, more like almost 2 years now at this point.
It was on Dropbox, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Dropbox AI. Dropbox has an AI software, people. Find the part where they start singing. Let's just see if that can find it. Do you remember if it was at the beginning, middle, or end?
It was kind of towards the beginning. It was like one of the first stories he told.
I was about to say, bro, it was an hour and 23-minute podcast.
Maybe I'll re-upload it. I've been re-uploading old Bizarre Junkies, just removing Bizarre Junkies from it.
Still thinking.
To John's mom, I'm
Okay, I found it, people.
This is when people found out that
White.
George was hot.
perfectly beautiful in formation in a V.
Hold on. Let me go back.
Videos we would make.
I love it.
So he said, how here last
Michaela,
month,
yes,
and
this Thursday
we
we will
have
be
seen
live again.
incredible improvement, and I think it's just because this is such a hot niche in the podcasting world, which is true crime.
So I'm looking forward to this with you. First of all, I love you.
I love you too, Tony. I appreciate you.
And your mom and your grandmother out there. And,
They are watching right now.
And grandma knows me because we both basically the same age. And so we were talking the same TV shows and all that stuff. Okay. This is a show I've been dying to do with you because I've experienced everything that's in this show. Everything. And some people out there are going to think,
George, I
Tony,
told him about
weird,
our
man,
plan
but
for the
it's okay.
Crescent Hotel.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He was like, "That's gonna be great."
Oh, yeah, bro. He's
He
fired
was
up.
like,
I don't think
"You're
any
gonna
show
have a
will
big show
start-
with Tony."
will
Like, "Oh my God,
we'll
what was
start
that?"
with UFOs.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I lived in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. And I was 16 years old when we moved in there. I had my first hit record, 1961. So I'm on the road. And the first thing I see, I'm in Philadelphia going to do American Bandstand, Dick Clark's show.
That dude is 99.
And it was in South Philly. And we're in a convertible. It was summertime. And the guy who's driving is the representative of the record company, Columbia Records. And I look up and I see in formation a V of discs. And I say to the guy, pull over, man. Pull over a minute. What the heck? Look at that. And he looks up and he goes, yeah, I see that. So they were really white, perfectly beautiful, in formation in a V, flying over our head. And all of a sudden, they went, shoom, they were gone. So I kept it to myself all these years, right? So now four guys went by. The spirit came to me, knees first. Just figured someone's going to think he's lost it now. I'm going to tell it because your show is Bizarre Junkies, right? These things are real that you talk about. You have people on here, including my son, who saw Bigfoot. And I was Bigfoot, but that's okay. So I'm laying in my mother's bedroom on my stomach on Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, and I'm really tired, and I lay down. And all of a sudden, I felt like something was going by the window. And I looked, and I saw 4 creatures, little creatures going across the window, kind of like diddle-do-do-do-do-do.
That's the Snow White song in the
kind of in that motion, and they're walking in line. And I looked down,
Franny told
and
me.
in my mind, I said, "Who are these creatures?" But I was totally frozen on my bed. And the next thing I felt, I've never told this, they're going to take me away. I felt as though a spirit literally conformed to the way I was laying. So knees first, this spirit came to me, knees first, into my knees. Then torso onto my back. Then arms onto my arms. Then head into my head. And I thought, that's my grandfather. I felt like my grandfather, who was an amazing musician, and one of my idols growing up, incredible guy, heavyweight champion of Panama, high school teacher, taught English in Puerto Rico, head of Local 802 for Latin musicians in New York City. He was an amazing, eclectic guy. And I felt like his spirit, after those 4 guys went by. And I get up, and my life changed. Everything changed. Within a year and a half, I was already working for MGM publishing companies. Remember, I was
Franny's
21 years
commenting,
old.
damn right, I told you.
Dude. So yeah, people, it was just so random to hear such a...
We had just started the show.
Just started the show, 10 minutes in, you're kind of like, all right, getting adjusted. I'm getting all my things set up to engineering. And
That's why I love Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's great. I was just with him today. He's doing great. If you listen to his radio show, just know that I'm probably helping on the back end. And it's a lot of fun. Every time I get to see Tony, it's always great.
Oh, yeah. He's a good spirit, man. Some people have... his aura would be on unreadable. He can't wear an aura ring. They actually consulted with Tony Orlando when creating the aura ring because he has that much aura. He's the best.
I love Tony. All right, I'm sending that email to
Do it.
Whaley House.
Do it, Austin.
I did not. I actually filled out the name Sir Madam. What if they were like, we were hoping you would have just left it at that, we would have approved it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the quickest way to go into the trash can if you leave stuff like that. But who knows? Just be like, sorry. No, I had found your name. I put your name, but I think a spirit intercepted the email.
Yeah. Mummy, you're right. Yeah, he I guess another cool client that I had that I worked with that maybe people don't know is Kevin Jonas Sr., which is the dad of the Jonas Brothers. That one was crazy because I got to meet the brothers a couple of times. There's a YouTube video where his dad is interviewing, where Kevin Sr. is interviewing Nick Jonas. They're sitting at a table. Okay, go look it up. I'm on the other side of that camera. And it was a little nerve-wracking because every time Nick Jonas would make a joke, he would look up from the camera to see if it landed, but he's looking at me. And I'm not going to not laugh when I'm in the presence of Nick Jonas.
Facts.
He's like, and I'm like, Franny was there too, so Franny knows about that. But yeah, so I mean, I've had a lot of cool clients. If you're into the UFC, I had a lot of champions that I've worked with. George has had a lot of big clients. I mean, we had a lot of clients at our last studio that we worked with.
Got to do some cool things. And now it's just time to, in this world, Austin, that's all life is.
Year 3000 of me. Shut up, Maury.
And, bro. Yeah. The Joe Bros were awesome.
I remember when the music video came out for that, and I was hyped as fuck. Disney Channel. And I was like, oh my God, the Jonas Brothers. I didn't even know who the Jonas Brothers were yet. I was like, this is great. Yeah, so I got to meet Nick in person. I technically met all three of them in person because they were all there. They were here in town for a residency. And so I got to meet them when but I got to go to the mansions at MGM. Crazy.
Yeah.
Place is crazy. I had to steal a pen from there because they have like nice like ceramic pens.
Yeah.
I was like, you're coming home with me.
The cool little hidden parts of Vegas those are what I would consider, Austin, like just glimpses into what somewhat of the other side is.
Oh, well, did you guys ever see Secret Life of the American Teenager? Anybody? No. Okay, well, the main love interest was like just chatting with Franny and I, smoking I was like, in my head, I was like, this guy looks fucking familiar. And then as we're waiting for Nick Jonas to be ready, and he's like, and then I finally pieced it together, and I'm like, oh my God, you're that guy. I've seen you. Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers, yeah. Never got to meet Miley Cyrus.
Oh, dude, Tim Dillon recorded at Sirius XM
he was just there
on Sunday. I literally told Cameron, I was like, if I saw Tim Dillon, and Cameron's so funny at this point, she's like, what, you would have sucked his dick because he's gay?
And you're like, yeah, I would have.
I was like, bro, yeah, Tim Dillon, yeah. Maybe I could get some of that comedic genius. He roasted, he went crazy on his most recent episode.
Crazy of him to show up as the CEO of United Healthcare.
on the roast, yeah. His satire is...
No, Michaela, I remember that show too.
Unmatched.
I love Sweet Life.
Yes.
Sweet Life on Deck. Wizards of Waverly Place. That one I kind of missed, but Even Stevens. Yeah.
What did I miss? That's So Raven.
That's So Raven.
I loved Raven Simone.
You know what gets
Raven
me is
Sama.
like the videos of like when it like goes into her eye.
Yeah.
It like works, but then it just does something so fucking unhinged on the other side. Like it goes, make a long story short, I stuck a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. Comes back out like, that's great editing. Ren and Stimpy. All right. So here's the thing is like my dad, when he was raising me, I learned a lot about like stuff from the 80s and 90s. Like one of my favorite bands growing up was Rush. It's not very 2000s of me. I got to see Rush live. That was like going to Mecca. That was going to the motherland. Boy Meets World. Okay.
I was a huge fan of the Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know. Okay. So when I got my first Xbox One, okay, went to GameStop, bought it on my birthday. Take it home. There's a disc in it. I open it. It's like disc 5 of season 7 of Golden Girls.
That's a great season.
But it was like that was the disc in there.
You got lucky, dude. Saquon.
Nick at Night was good too. SpongeBob. Adult Swim was crazy. I loved Adult Swim.
I couldn't get behind the little French fry and meatball.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, those were the best. Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yeah, nope.
Christian and I loved that place. Or that, not that place, that show. There was an episode, I have such a dark sense of humor because of Adult Swim. There was an episode where Shake, the Shake, has a son who's a mini Shake, and he puts him in the pool. And he's like, my name is Ezekiel. And then he drops a brick on his head so he goes underwater.
Oh, my God. See, that's bro. Like
what?
it was just I don't think I liked the voices on him. Like I wasn't a fan of the voice actor of the meatball. I think. I don't know. It creeped me out too as a kid, bro. That show's creepy. Robot Chicken also creepy.
I loved Robot Chicken.
I liked it too, but
Seeing George Lopez on your TV at 3 a.m. Yeah, while you're like waking up with like a fever. You're like, what's happening? Or the compilation CD commercials. Oh. These classic hits
for only $79.
They got the fuck out of our parents and grandparents with those.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. This album could be coming home with you tonight.
Get 20 of the best love ballads.
Oh, what's love got to do with it? Yeah, bro.
Days of Our Lives. Yo, my mom watched that.
I actually, if you're a Days of Our Lives fan,
I think I was named after a character on Days of Our Lives. I'm not even kidding you.
They've been around for 60 years. I feel like every name has been used.
No, not Days of Our Lives. That's General Hospital.
Days of Our Lives is also pretty close to it.
Yeah, I think, Austin Reed. My mom named me after him.
Yeah,
Character
bro.
from Days of Our Lives.
They started in 1965. 60 seasons, Days of Our Lives. So,
yeah, but that's like saying like Joe Rogan has had like 800 seasons. They just keep going.
I agree. But it's so what I was going to get to though is I had there was a lawsuit that happened recently with Days of Our Lives with one of the executives.
I vaguely remember.
And her name's Ari Zucker. I don't know what her general or
was she on
Days of Our Lives.
No, was she on Misunderstood?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, George knows too much about this.
Yeah, it was good. It was a really interesting episode. And for a show that has so much history, you're like, damn.
Oh my God. Okay, so Michaela said Judge Judy. Okay, so I went to a Chargers game a few weeks ago. Guess who they brought out to fucking do the coin toss? It was fucking Judge Judy.
Was she in the judge outfit?
No, she was in like a hat and she was like next to Herbert, who with cleats is like 6'8".
Oh my God.
And so she looked like a child.
Yeah, dude.
And she was like getting like they were like bumping into each other and she was like getting like lost. Like wasn't being seen. But I was like, what the fuck? Why do they have
Sir,
Passion? And my mom watched that one too.
sit down, sir. You. This is my courtroom. You're not in charge. She couldn't do that on the field.
What is a rare poll? Oh, Judge Judy's a rare poll? Like if you get her, like I bag Judge Judy. Do you remember when there was photoshopped images of Judge Judy and they're like, damn, she thick as fuck. And then before it turned out to be photoshopped, people were like, yo, Judge Judy can get it. But it was like photoshopped and she was like mad thick.
Bro, she put that out herself. Don't let her fool you. Judge Judy was like, ooh, let me see who hits me up.
Oh, Shaman, yeah, how am I supposed to live without you? Tell me. Like 2 a.m. Huh?
Wait a second.
Dehydrated, you need water.
Yeah, bro. I like the Barry White too. I just can't sing any Barry White songs right now. Earth, Wind, and Fire. All those people. Some of them were better than others, but
Yeah.
I'd never purchased the package.
I never did either because my parents already had those albums. I didn't need to purchase them.
Bro, you know what is one thing that I'll recommend? Because I figure, I mean, we haven't had a caller in a while, and
Yeah, we'll probably wrap up here. It's 6:30. We'll probably wrap up at 6:40.
so people get your calls in. But oh crap, what was I about to tell you? I lost my train of thought.
Mari said Judge Judy's pretty, but that Photoshop era was crazy. Yeah. Let me find it.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you ever watched QVC and purchased something?
No, but my grandmother has.
Have you watched QVC recently?
No. But I remember one time a laptop showed up at my house.
That's
And it was
very
from my
funny.
grandma, and it was when she was like really not doing well and she was at the hospital, and all she would do was just rack up credit card debt from watching QVC, and like shit would just show up at our house.
That's wild.
And my dad has a laptop still that he doesn't use that is probably too awful to even like run Windows on.
No, all those
And she
computers
probably
are.
paid like $800.
Because she got like the McAfee security program for a 10-year span.
Judge Judy thick. Sorry, I'm swallowing that. It was just funny when people were like, "Yo, that she can get it." Kiss 12 times.
I've seen Kiss 12 times.
Columbia
That's
House.
good.
Yeah, you get the music for a penny and you never give them a penny. Do you know about that, George?
Columbia House?
Yeah, so back in like the 80s, it was like a mail-in, and they're like, we'll give you all these cassettes, but it was like random for a penny, and people would just never fucking pay it. And then it was like Netflix back in our day, where like you just create a bunch of burner,
Right.
like so you'd have to like get like a friend's house or a grandma's house, and then like there's like the joke of like you get caught. It's like, why do I have 8 packages from Columbia House?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great, what a terrible promotion.
Business model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked though. I mean, we're still talking about it in 2024, so maybe it worked.
George, you have Discord open?
I am not sure.
If you want to, I got that Alcatraz photo.
Sick.
I'm uploading it.
Anyway, the reason I brought up QVC is because if you like to late night shop on Amazon, like
No, I had
if you want to double get off, go in Amazon on your phone as QVC's in the background. See how quick you can spend all your money. It's good stuff. I like QVC. What
in the
are you-
paranormal chat. It should be
Okay.
there.
Boom.
So if you look in the window,
Okay, let's pull this up.
I see, Christy. I had that, but like radio wasn't as big by the time I had like my first MP3 player, but it had a microphone on it. And I remember there was this actor who I had a huge crush on. I'm not gonna say who, but it was an actor. She was in movies in like the mid 2000s, but she had a song for one of the movies, and I was like hooked. And so it was only on YouTube, so I had to like blast the speakers and record it through my MP3. And I listened to it all the time. I'm not gonna say who it was. I wouldn't even like. You could threaten to execute me, and I probably still wouldn't even leak that.
That's crazy.
We all had those celebrity crushes as kids, though, right?
Yeah, but why did this one not pan out?
Obviously not. It didn't pan out. Look for him. I'm not with them.
Oh, well, you said celebrity crushes.
Yeah, I don't know what she's done in a while. Okay, can I share something? We're friends, right? Everybody here, we're friends, right?
We're friends.
I'm asking the chat. I'm still not going to say who it was. It was not Mandy Moore, no. I remember one year you remember how like in elementary school on Valentine's Day you would give out cards to everybody?
Yeah.
I made my own with me and this celebrity as the fucking photo.
Oh my God.
And it was the most awful. I remember my dad helping, not Selena Gomez either. I remember my dad helping me like take the photo of me, and I was in like 3rd grade, and I thought I looked all fucking badass. And then he didn't even Photoshop. He did this in fucking MS Paint.
Oh my
Took a
God.
photo of this person, this lady. No, not. I like how everybody's guessing. No, not Lindsay Lohan. Took this photo of me and superimposed it next to her, and then we made it. And I remember getting the shit roasted out of me, rightfully so, that Valentine's Day. But
Wow.
that's all.
It's
I'll
a
give you guys.
bold move to do that.
I was obsessed, dude. I even wrote into this person's fan club, and they sent me back like a signed photo, which is obviously like a printed one.
Right.
Cherished it. I don't know where it's at now. I'm pretty sure I threw it out years ago, but like,
Could you find that same photo online right now if you tried hard enough? Probably.
I'm pretty sure.
We
Is this
gotta-
a safe space? Is that what I'm asking? I'm not gonna say what movie they were in.
We got a caller in the room if you want to.
They're just gonna call in and be like, "Who was it?" All right, let's get to this call.
Last 4 digits 1923.
I think it's gonna be the game now. Is everybody not Vanessa Hudgens? Nope. I used to write to Aaron Carter's fan club. Nice.
Caller, you're in the room.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi, this is Katrina.
Welcome.
Katrina, welcome back.
Thank you. So I had like an experience one time when I was younger with one of my friends when we were having a sleepover. And we were out in the living room and she kept saying that she like kept feeling something grab her hair, and it was like lifting it up in the air and then just dropping it. And so we went into the other room that's in the house, and we were talking about like, she was talking about who she had a crush on, and we were like only in elementary school. But I seen like a shadow pass the door, and I was like, "Did you see that, Stephanie?" And she's like, "See what?" And she really thought I was going crazy. And I was like, something literally just passed the door. And for her, she didn't see it. But then I seen like this big, huge, dark shadow figure. It was like from the floor to the ceiling. And it like started pulling her out of the bed. And she started freaking out. She was like, "Katrina, something's grabbing my legs." And I was like trying to hold on to her. And I was telling her, I was like, "I don't like know what's happening right now, but we have to calm down," of course, but because we were screaming and it was late. And she said she could feel 3 fingers holding and grabbing onto one of her legs, trying to pull her out of the bed. And while that's happening, I'm feeling her slip out of my arms.
That's got to be terrifying.
When it was really terrifying. And I seen this, it was like a cloud of white blanket just came over us. And it was like, she could get up. She got up. We both ran out of the bedroom. And she's like, "I'm never going back in your grandma's room again." Something was trying to pull me out of the bed. And a few months later, I had a dream about her, and it was pouring rain, thunder and lightning, and she was trying to come into the house. And when I was looking at her, her eyes were like pitch black. I was like, "You can't come in." And she was crying. She's like, "Please let me in." And I was like, "No, you can't come in because I feel like I don't know you right now." And then she stepped into the house, and we like ended up in the basement, and she was like following me around the basement, and she was still soaking wet from the rain outside.
And this was your friend, or this was the entity?
It was my friend, but I feel like she was possessed by something because
right, it wasn't all like entirely her.
Yeah, it was definitely not her, because I could feel it while she was standing at the door. And my basement, I've always had like a bad feeling about my basement, and I feel like I've even seen, I don't like saying this, but I feel like I might have seen the devil down there, or a demon or something.
Jesus.
And that one wasn't in a dream, that was in real life. But when we got to the laundry room, my dream I stopped dreaming and I woke up. But that was one of the creepiest things that I've ever experienced with one of my friends here. But the thing downstairs, I feel like my dogs won't even go downstairs. And the dogs that I used to have before these dogs, when they would go downstairs, they would bark and growl at a certain corner in the basement.
Yeah.
And that was the same corner that I thought I seen the demon. He was just big, and He had these humongous horns, but he had horse legs. It was weird, but
Yeah, no, that
was,
and this when you were a kid, correct? This is,
yeah.
and how long did you live in this house?
I grew up in this house. My grandma's had it before my mom was born.
Got it. And
yeah.
Which part of the country, if you don't mind me asking?
Minnesota.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that it's gotta feel like surreal to like see your friend at the front door and not be able to recognize him. Like if Austin came over to my house, like I would know. Like you just, and so I figure for you were super conflicted.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to let her in, but then I kept telling her she couldn't come in. I was like, no, you can't come in. Because I told them in the dream, I was like, I really don't know who or what you are right now.
Right. Like, I'm not going to just let anybody into my house. Yeah.
And she was like, no, it's me, Stephanie. And I was like, nope. And
no,
then
it's me, Steph. And like they use their government name. And you're like, that's not how we talk. Like if George was at my door like that and he was like, I'm George MC, I'd be like,
Sure.
When would you? He would probably.
Spy.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. Like bye, Felicia. But I feel like eventually, like I feel like I might have let my guard down in my dream because we ended up in the basement. But
what?
It was like from when I was in the dream, she was at the door. I looked at her, kept telling her she couldn't come in. And then like 1 minute we were at the door in the kitchen because that's the back doors in the kitchen area. And then the stairs are like right across from the back door. But we ended up, it was like a flash. It was like 1 minute we're there in the kitchen and then the next minute we were in the basement and she was following me around. And I was like, I don't know who you are. You need to leave. And she still had her hair all wet because it was raining outside. It kind of reminded me of The Ring, how her hair was wet and long. And
yeah.
And she has black hair too, so it didn't make it even. I was like, no.
Yeah,
Are you still in contact with this friend?
No.
Did you ever bring it up again before you stopped communicating?
I did one time when we were, it was around like probably 2019 when I told her, and then we stopped talking in 2020.
Wow.
What did they say when you brought it up?
She was just like, man, I can't believe you had a dream like that. And I was like, because I was telling her, I was like, do you remember when that thing was trying to pull you out of my grandma's bed? And she's like, yeah, I remember that. And she's like, all I could remember was the three fingers. And she grabbed my arm with her three fingers. And she's like, it felt like this. I was like, a couple months after that, I had a dream that you were at my door and it was raining. And I told her how she looked like she was possessed or she was like a demon. And she's like, I don't know why you would have a dream like that about
I don't know why I would
especially
either.
She's explain.
I'm like, she's never a good friend either. So we always had our arguments and yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was just like, hey, don't be trifling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, because 1 minute she's my best friend. We were friends since second grade. But then, like, as we got older, like, we would argue, stop being friends, and then, you know, later on we'd come back and say sorry. But it just, at 2020, we had a falling out and I stopped talking to her. I was like, look, you're getting put in that red book.
Ooh.
The red book where I never talk to you again.
Dang, now we know.
Well, what
we
a
never
great
wanna make that
story.
red book.
I think that's going to be our last call. So I thank you for calling in.
Yes.
That was a.
Of course.
That was good. It was detailed. I feel like I was there.
The
like
fact that your friend gets dragged out of the bed is
Yes.
terrifying.
I know. I was like, I can't hold on to you. Like I couldn't hold on to her. She was literally slipping out of my arms because we started hugging each other out of fear and we're screaming.
Now, did you
And I'm
think
like,
of
we have to be quiet.
maybe you're just not as aggressive as me, but I just start swinging in that general area. Just start throwing punches. Just just seeing if I could just.
Yeah. Start punching her. No, just kidding.
And then all of a sudden it stops. And you're like,
Get out.
Oh, I'm super sorry. Why'd you do that?
It was you. Yeah, and I feel like that white misty form. I feel like that was my grandma's ex-boyfriend. Because he passed away in her room. And after that white misty thing, like completely covered us, that's when everything stopped.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know. I was just, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean that seems like a very logical explanation as to the conclusion of that.
Yeah, because I would see him walking around the house every once in a while, just peeking in the room. And I know he used to do that when I was little too, when he was still alive. And,
Yeah.
yeah. But thank you for taking my call.
No, thank you.
Thank
for calling.
you. Thank you for calling. That was a.
We got you locked in now, Katrina. We're never gonna not
Well, no.
get it right.
Well, no. And I'm glad to hear that you wrote in to Aaron Carter's fan club.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
I
We've all
had
been
to
there.
when you started talking about fan clubs.
That's awesome.
We've all done it except for George. George is he's still trying to make his move on Jessica Alba.
No, not Jessica Alba.
Who is it, George?
Jennifer Aniston.
All right. That's a good one. Well, thank you, Katrina, for calling in. Have a great rest of your night.
You're welcome. You too. Talk to you
Thank
guys
you.
soon.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I told Mari, I was like, I'm never going to reveal it. And she was like, no hints. And I was like, I could say movies. That'd be too easy. I could also say like years of movies, but that would be too easy. Because you guys are crazy. You guys will find it. You guys will hella find it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say like how old they are because you guys will figure it out. I opened
Sarah
up a can
Jessica
of worms.
Parker.
No, they're George. They're close to our age.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeanette McCurdy.
No, she's nice though.
Oh wow, Austin, come on now.
I don't think they were in TV shows
This has got to get. Oh, not in
until
TV
way later.
Until way later. I mean,
Yeah. Somebody said Jennifer Lawrence? No.
Taylor Swift.
No. They are not in the spotlight now. For sure. They still do things, but they're not.
And not on TV shows. Where else would you have seen them? Magazines?
They're in movies.
Movies.
They're in movies.
Oh, wow. Give us a letter of the first initial, bro.
Fuck no. You guys will figure it out so quick. Victoria Justice, no. Everybody's begging me to say who it is. I don't know if I want to.
I want you to. Damn, dude, I closed the call lines for this. We're figuring this out. I did it for the people.
If we get $300 in super chats right now, I'm just kidding. Elizabeth Guile, who's that? Elizabeth. Oh, she okay. She's nice. don't blue story us.
Yeah, bro. This is a real not cool way to end this.
Okay. I think I can give hints. Some of their top movies. I'll give you the years. Okay.
Oh, you suck.
I don't want to say. I want somebody to guess it. 2007, 2005, and 2009. George, I don't want you to look it up. I want you to be
I can make my
Britney Spears. No. Amanda Bynes. No. It's just us friends in here. Yeah, and then it's on YouTube forever. George, you can't say anything. I want them to figure it out.
No, bro, you gave us 3 years. You really think I'm going to be able to figure that out? Come
George is
on,
like, I already figured it out. I'm not gonna. You guys gotta figure it out. No, not Kristen Stewart. She's not much older than I think this person. How old is Kristen Stewart?
I think. Did you just recently Google it? By the way, I'm logged into your Google account. So
Oh my god! Yeah, that's it.
Sick.
You can't say anything, George.
I'm not. Solid.
That's crazy. I forget that. That's also my computer. So anything I do on Chrome,
Bro,
is just
when you Googled whatever you Googled earlier in the show, it popped up for me immediately. Like I can easily click on it. It's perfect.
Damn, George knows my search history. Sofia Vergara. No, she's nice too. She's also like way older.
Yeah. You said close in age.
Trilogy? No, I don't think they were in a trilogy. I feel like this is a fun way to end the call. Or end the show. Alyssa Milano. No, you guys are going too old. I'm 27. They're not much older than me. Right? You can see that, George.
All right.
Do you know now?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I pulled her up.
Well, yeah, but like now, now that you can see the movies, you're like, oh.
Yes. And now, but I think for just like clarification on like top movies, I think it was top movies 2005, 07. Yeah. I don't think 11
I just remember seeing the one in 09 in theaters. I remember going to that one.
Yeah.
Mari says, I think I have it. Hillary Duff, no.
05, she had 2 banger movies.
Wait, what was the second one in 05? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
2 good movies.
Two bangers.
Like,
and I know bangers.
I don't think a
Not
kid's
Zendaya.
ever had this type of run in 05. Wow.
I'm 47. I can't think younger than 37.
Put Austin, dare I put a clock on the wall? Dun, 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 dun. If we don't figure it out, this is how we're ending every episode.
This is how we're ending every episode. Is, can you figure it out yet?
Oh my God.
I can't think younger than 30. Well, they're in their 30s. There you go. I'll give you that much.
No pressure, people. 5 minutes on the clock.
Oh, be careful when showing that because you have the tab open. They can just read the tab, George.
Austin, they would never have known that had you not said something.
Wait, Mari, I didn't see yours. Chloe Grace Mortez? I don't know who that is. Chloe Grace Mortez. Let's see who that is.
It was Tony Orlando.
It's Tony Orlando. Moretz. That's who it is. Kick-Ass Carrie. Oh, okay. Scarlett Johansson. No, she's too... Scarlett's like in her 40s.
I think you have to give an exact age now.
Scarlett Johansson is 40. Come on, guys. She is 31. This person that I'm referring to.
We won't peak. LOL.
We won't be.
Mad respect.
Dang. Rain just domain and birthing services. Hey, y'all. Try to catch all each episode. Just to tell you that drinking Red Bulls on a regular basis. A friend of mine had a stroke from it. Paralyzed. It's been 10 years. That's definitely scary.
I appreciate the message is going in the trash right now.
Yep. I only have Red Bulls on this show. But I also know that George and I work out pretty regularly.
Nope, I agree with her.
I mean,
my heart's been
honestly,
having I literally told you that shit today, bro. I was like, you know what?
I'm having heart palpitations. I was like, all right.
As you were about to hand me another Red Bull, I was like, I'm fine.
So what should I have instead? That is delicious.
Oxygen.
Nerd. Oh, I thought you were looking it up too. I was like, dang. Liv Taylor? No. Isn't that Liv Tyler?
I really do appreciate that, Rain.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you looking out for our health. Liv Tyler's 47. Dang. Good for her. I only ever knew her from one movie. Isn't that crazy? Or one trilogy, I guess. That's Lord of the Rings. She was in Armageddon. Incredible Hulk. I forgot about that one. The Strangers. Oh, I forgot The Strangers. Yeah.
No pressure, people, but you have approximately 2 minutes, 13 seconds.
I think they gave up. I think they did it over it.
Austin, you gave them good hints.
I did give them good hint. I'm not going to tell them, and George, you shouldn't tell them either. I think it'd be funny if we ended it and I go, and it is, and then you just cut.
I got you. Oh, trust me, I got you. I'm a huge fan of the old
razzle dazzle.
Oh, you think you're gonna know something, and you don't. Yeah, I've been thinking about what we're gonna play.
Naomi Scott. I don't even know who Naomi Scott is. Naomi Scott. Oh yeah, no, this was like 10 plus years ago, guys. I think mid 2005. Okay. 2005 and 2007.
The person is 31 years old now.
JoJo? No.
Oh, bro, what?
Scream movie girl. Isn't that Drew Barrymore? Well, she's in the beginning. Keke Palmer. No.
I'm a fan of Keke Palmer. Big fan. That movie, Jump In, electric.
Dude, somebody said theirs was Corbin Blue. Same.
I saw that.
Another story about my childhood. I was a little shithead, and in third grade, my mom grounded me for like a week and a half straight, and I was just distraught because Jump In was coming back on Disney Channel that night, and I couldn't watch it.
Bro, you got into the rivalry. You didn't want to be the kid at school the next day that didn't watch Jump In.
Well, it's already out, but like at that time, we didn't have on demand or like Netflix.
Yeah, you had to. If you liked the movie, you had to plan it out, bro.
Not Ariana Grande. People are giving up. Damn, I'm not gonna release. I think it's gonna be the joke into the net. Miranda Cosgrove. Can't tell me she doesn't look like MJ.
Oh, 100%.
Fast and Furious chick. Yeah, I guess I'm just young.
Well, when we said 2 hit movies in 05, I think
You can't tell them the movies because as soon as you do that, they're gonna know.
I know, but wasn't it the best movie in 05? Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't even think there's a question.
Okay, another hint. We talked about this lady in the Nosferatu film. Her dad is in the movie in 05. That should be all the hint you need. Who did we talk about this morning? Or not this morning, but earlier in the stream about Nosferatu, who's the lead. I'm giving him like a wild goose chase.
You see,
First person who gets it gets a sticker.
she was wearing a raincoat, and it was New Year's Eve. You see, you remember. All right. Well,
I guess.
plug away.
All right, well. Lily Rose Depp is the person I'm talking about, but that's not who my celebrity crush. I didn't even know who she was until like a week ago. Christina Ricci, no. Dang, I feel bad because you guys are like Jennifer Aniston. It's like, no, she was like an adult already when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Willow. Who's Willow? Willow Smith?
Yeah. Not Willow. I have to just see what people are seeing when they Google best movies of 2005.
I'm going to do that too. Top movies of 2005. The Fog, Amityville Horror.
Yeah, bro. Well, your search is tainted, my friend.
It is. Flight Plan. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I have a video about that movie if you want to see more about that.
Okay, so I'm definitely not seeing this movie in this Google search.
Dude, Lamb of God, the band, had a movie that made it into top documentary series.
What?
Land of the Dead, Lord of War. Damn, dude, 2005 had Dark Batman Begins, bro. Star Wars Revenge Episode 3, the best Star Wars movie.
40-Year-Old Virgin, Wedding Crashers. Oh, wow.
For some reason, I saw a lot of 40-Year-Old Virgin over the Christmas break. Great movie. Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
I mean, I've got a golden ticket.
All right. All right, guys. Roll the music, George.
Music is going to roll.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Go check out Black Cauldron on YouTube. Go check out Truly Bizarre on YouTube. And we'll see you guys Thursday. Don't forget, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here.
The name of this song is The Signs Are Everywhere. Irate.
That was my old band name.
Good night, everybody. I've got a golden ticket.